Me, when I first got introduced to cannabis, I did not know the difference between marijuana and hemp. In fact, I think a little bit Josh was freaked out by launching HempWorx into my daily choice because he thought, hey, what are we going to do with cannabis and network marketing? This is crazy to put these two together. But really, there's a massive difference between the two. You can look at it like they're kind of like cousins, right? So marijuana is very high in THC, which is what causes that psychoactive effect. And hemp, on the other hand, is very high in CBD, which is no psychoactive effect. But they still have both benefits, each of them. But what we're going to talk about today is really just hemp. So how it works is this. We all have an endocannabinoid system. This was actually first discovered in 1988. But basically, you have a digestive system, a respiratory system, a neurological system. You've got all these functioning systems in your body, but you also have an ECS, endocannabinoid system. So what that means is you've got receptors throughout your body, CB1 and CB2 receptors. And when your ECS is functioning properly, it helps balance, it brings homeostasis to all other functioning systems within the body. So the CBD cure everything? No, it doesn't treat, diagnose, cure, any of that. But what it does is it helps put your body into balance so that it can basically fix itself, if that makes sense. So we've got a massive passion for hemp. So I don't know about you, but I got really excited about this industry after I got my own results from these tinctures. So we partnered with a farm in Kentucky, and they were doing clinical studies really at the University of Kentucky through the 2014 Farm Bill. And in 2016, towards the end of that year, is when I first got introduced to these products. And at the time, I had been struggling. My hair was falling out. I was so exhausted. I was not absorbing any nutrition. And this really changed my entire life. And it changed my life relatively fast. And when I tried these products, I knew that my mission was literally to get it out to everybody. I didn't care if I made money on it or not. Honestly, I was just so passionate. Like, I knew it just had to work out because I felt like I had this like golden secret that everybody needed to know about. So we went into business and we called it HempWorx. And that really brought, the whole house of brands in our whole business together. So we have a massive passion for hemp because of our own results and because of the results we've been able to witness throughout, everybody that's been able to try these products as well. So what makes HempWorx different? So that's what we really want to talk about. So if you go into our farming, it's grown in the USA, right here in Kentucky, on those farms there, the soil is just absolutely pure, and it's still got its integrity intact. That's really important. A lot of the soil today is depleted of nutrients and minerals. The soil we're using is very powerful still, and because it's got hemp growing on it, literally hemp restores soil integrity. So it's grown in the US, fresh lock drying. So what does that mean? We've got a technology really that is going to seal the plant within 4 minutes of harvest, so no mold or toxins can get into that. So it keeps it very, very pure and very potent as well. It's also FDA compliant, so we're making sure that we're above board on all practices. Now with our testing, we go to third-party testing. We don't do testing in-house because obviously that could be biased. So we send it out to third-party labs, and we do a gas chromatography test. We do antimicrobial testing. We also provide certificate of analysis on each batch, and we do a potency test. So that means what you see on the label is what's actually in the bottle. Now, what's interesting about the CBD industry is there is not a lot of regulation yet. It's kind of like the wild, wild west, and the FDA, FTC, all of them are just really trying to get their footing together on this, but it still haven't really put anything together as far as what regulations are. And we've decided to really stay ahead of that and make sure that what we're doing is absolutely pure. And that way we never have to run into those issues later on down the road. So let's talk about extraction. So we use a CO2 subcritical method, which is free from harmful solvents. So you're not going to get the alcohol and ethanols in there. And it's low temperature extraction. So that means we're not damaging the molecule by heating it up too hot. It's keeping everything super pure and in its intended form. We also use minimal ingredients. So we're not putting fillers, we're not diluting the product. It's just that pure CBD, hemp seed as the carrier oil. We believe that really hemp belongs with hemp, so we use that as the carrier, and steam distilled flavors. So it's very pure, very potent. And it really, when you taste our product, you're going to see the quality when you taste it for the first time. And then lastly, it's non-GMO and it's organic. So we're using organic methods, and it's free from any synthetics and anything that's harmful. We're not putting that in there. So like we said, our testing documentation, we use this phrase, but we borrowed from Robert Hollis, which is documentation beats conversation. So at HempWorx, we've got a passion for creating products that work. And we provide a empty bottle 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you try the products for 2 months, you're not happy with it for whatever reason, we'll give you your money, no questions asked. So let's get into our product line. So we started out really with our tinctures. So we've got a full spectrum and a broad spectrum oil. So what's the difference between those? Well, a full spectrum oil has all the cannabinoids, so CBD, CBG, CBC, CBN, some terpenes, and a little bit of THC. And that creates the entourage effect. They work synergistically together. Broad spectrum, on the other hand, is just like full spectrum. However, it does not have THC. So if you're sensitive to THC or you're being drug tested at work or anything like that, then the broad spectrum is going to be the one that you want to try. So back on this slide really quickly, we've got a few different strengths. We've got 500 milligrams, 750 milligrams, and a 1500 milligram. Now the one I take is 1500 milligrams because when I started out, I was really trying to, help with more aggressive issues in my life. And that's the one that I take every single day. That has just made an amazing difference. Now, it comes in a variety of different flavors. These flavors will be rotating as time goes on. So some of them are going to be more permanent. Obviously, our peppermint, our natural, and cinnamon are going to be our ones that we're going to keep here permanently. And our other flavors, you're going to see they're going to rotate around. So we also went into soft gel. So this is kind of interesting. So now we're taking CBD and we're adding a little curcumin in there. And this is turmeric root, 50 milligrams of that to help your body with joints. And, it really delivers an antioxidant type of activity in the body. It's amazing. No THC in this one, no non-GMO, it's gluten-free and vegetarian as well. And then we have CBD plus melatonin. So if you need just an extra, help to get to sleep at night, this is it's a slow release capsule. So it's going to deliver these ingredients throughout the night. 5 milligrams of melatonin, 750 milligrams of total CBD per bottle, and 25 milligrams per soft gel. So it really just helps you sleep and stay asleep throughout the night. So we wanted to do something a little funky, a little fun. So we created a hemp-infused coffee. And this is 5 milligrams of CBD per stick. This is also no THC. So don't have to worry about waking and baking or roasting and toasting. This is going to just give you a calm feeling. It's not going to take you into cyberspace. Okay, so it's vegan, gluten-free, and keto. Brewed with Arabica beans and chaga mushrooms. So there's an additional health benefit there just from having the mushrooms in there as well. We went into CBD gummies, you guys. These are amazing. So if tinctures aren't for you, or if you want to try both of them, you really can. We've got a few different flavors here, and they are absolutely delicious. And you're going to get that cool, calm feeling. And it's going to help with everything that CBD helps with. So we've got 3 different flavors. No artificial sweeteners, wild cherry, orange passion fruit, tropical burst. And it's 25 milligrams of CBD per gummy. They're also gluten-free, cruelty-free, and they're vegan. So that's actually really important. A lot of gummies out there, they're either not vegan or they're not gluten-free. We wanted one that does both, and they are absolutely delicious.